How to create a new booking. Steps to create a booking so that you can edit and create your bookings in our system. After selecting the Agency section in the system, select the Booking tab under the Bookings/BL menu. Select the New Booking BL Add option from the Transactions section in the upper left corner of the Bookings/BL process screen, and the area where the booking information will be entered will automatically appear. The reason for this is that the system asks you to create the booking information first. In other words, after the necessary booking information is entered in this field, it will allow you to add your BLs, containers, and costs for this booking. On the first screen you will see the fields created for all the data you can enter about the booking. Here you can enter the date of the booking, BL type, booking number, a note about the booking, reference and SRR information. You can enter the company name, forwarder and line information, if any, and you can enter all the information about a booking in the booking field. The most important fields here are port of loading, port of discharge, final port of discharge, demurrage note fields. If your BLs belonging to the booking have transfer operations, you need to enter this information in the voyage/TS port field. For example, if you have loaded a load to TR0602 voyage at TRDRC port and you need to unload some of the load in a container belonging to this booking at LYMRA port, and then you need to transfer this load to TR0604 voyage, and finally you will discharge the load at CNNGB port, and the voyage will complete the voyage by going to EGLI port as the last discharge port. The operations you need to do for this. By entering your first voyage in the POL voyage field, this is to add your booking and BLs to the first voyage. So in this example, you enter the TR0602 voyage to POL voyage. Then, since there will be a transfer loading at the port of LYMRA, you must enter the voyage you will transfer to the TS1/voyage field, that is, the TR0604 voyage, and add the port to the TS1 port field, that is, the port of LYMRA. The logic of the operations performed here is to take a load from TRDRC, that is, from the port of loading TRDRC port, then transfer this load to the TR0604 voyage at the port of LYMRA, and now assign the new POL of this load to the LYMRA port as the new voyage TR0604. If we had a second transfer, you would have to do the same operation in TS2 voyage and TS2 port field. After loading our cargo on the TR0604 voyage at LYMRA port, the port of discharge of this new voyage remained the same as the port of discharge CNNGB port. However, if we were to make the second transfer, this TS1 voyage port would be the port of loading port of TS2 voyage. For this reason, the port of discharge area in the booking area should be the last place where a load will be discharged and should be added to the booking accordingly. After the information in the transfer fields is processed, the pod voyage field should be added to the pod voyage field, whichever voyage a cargo has departed with the last voyage. So here, after we transferred our cargo to the TR0604 voyage, our pod voyage has become TR0604 and we need to add it. In this area you can add the voyage, loading and port of discharge voyages of your cargo, and you can find and select these voyages from the search buttons. If transit voyages are required for your cargo, you can add TS voyage 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs. In the description field, you can select the freight type of your booking, enter the mode of transport, transport conditions, delivery method, and specify the number of original copy. Shipper, consign and notify field. This field is the field where you enter your information such as sender, recipient, company to be informed, and if these companies are registered in the system will automatically add the address information of these companies. Although this information comes automatically, you can make corrections in this information yourself. After entering and registering the necessary information in all these fields, the system will give you a new BL number and create your booking and its BL. And it will bring new fields to the tabs in the upper left corner so that you can add new BLs, containers, costs to your booking. When you click on the BL tab here, if there are BLLs that you need to add with the BL insert option from the transaction option, it will direct you to the screen where you can create a new BL. There will also be two options to the right of your BL number in your BL list. The first option here gives you the opportunity to edit, delete, booking insert, and final upload, while the other option button will give you the option to create your bill of lading documents, attachment list, departure notice, loading confirmation documents, save and send them as mail. When you select the Containers tab in the upper left corner, you can use the Containers area to add a container with the information of a single container with the Container Insert tab. You can access the container list with the List tab. If there is more than one container of the same type that you need to add with the Add Multiple Containers option, it will allow you to add the desired number of containers to the desired BL. After adding them, you can edit each container information one by one. If you need to delete all the containers you have entered, you can do this with the Delete All Containers tab, or if the information for all containers should be the same, you can do this in one go. With the Update Information tab, you can edit the necessary information for all containers. If you need to give a list number to your containers, you can give a serial number to your containers with the Update Row Number option. In this area, if you need to add more than one container with different information to a booking, you can download the Download Sample Excel file that appears in the upper right corner after selecting the Container Upload and Update option from the list and save the Excel sheet you will create without changing the format in this file. Find your file from the Select File tab and add your containers with the Upload button. At the end of each row in the list of the containers you have added, an Option tab will appear. From this tab, you can update the HS codes, IMO numbers, full or empty containers, refer codes, demurrage detention and storage information of all your containers at once. The Surcharge tab is the area that allows you to add your buying or selling costs that you need to add to your booking. When you click on the Transaction button for this, it allows you to add your surcharges, get your lists and automatically add them if there are default surcharges, or if you have sales surcharges that you need to delete, you can do these operations. When you select the Surcharge Insert option, in the Data section, Company Information, BL Number, Purchase and Sale Cost Type, Payment Method, Cost Type and Explanation, if any, and the fields where information about the amount and amount will be entered will appear. Ports of Call tab, if there is a port where you can use this booking and you need to add a port other than these specified ports, it will offer you the opportunity to include and use this port in this booking. Another feature that we include in our booking entry system that provides ease of use, when you come to the booking list, when you select positions one by one from the boxes next to the position numbers, or when you select all of them from the area next to the position column, located at the bottom left of the list, with the Voyage Assign Change button, you can move the selected positions to the new Voyage Port of Loading and Voyage Port of Discharge ports that you will specify on the open screen. Also, if you need to add transit voyages, you can add them from this area. After you specify your voyages here, when you click on the Change Voyage button, the voyages of these positions will change and will be reflected in the list. The new booking creation and information entry method in our system has been included in this way and made ready for use.